Thank you very much, Oleg. Hi, my name is Eduardo Antoli, and and I am the motion designer in the corporate department of FunPlus Barcelona. And I also give creative support to other departments. And well, it's a pleasure to be at the Games Jobs Fair 2023 and to be able to share with you my experience in the video game sector. Okay, let's go. Well, I would like to start with my background, and I promised to be quick and not to bore you too much with my life. And well, as for my studies, after thinking a lot and not knowing what I want to do, I decided to do 2 years of animation techniques at the Barcelona Film School, where I later got a scholarship to do a master's degree in 3D animation and complemented all my knowledge a few years later when I gained more experience and so that I could expand my knowledge further with a master's degree in art direction. And well, about as for my professional career, after finishing my first studies, I started freelancing in different agencies, working with for different projects like Vodafone, TOS, Football Club Barcelona, and another more. And but with the arrival of the crisis in Spain, I decided to take a short break and move to Australia, where I started learning English and getting to know a great culture. Was a really nice experience. And well, when I returned to Spain, I started working in some agencies as a freelance too, and soon after MediaPro contacted me and I started working with them and I learned a lot of about television and working under pressure. And well, after these 7 years in MediaPro and with the COVID in between, where I did I did the master in the art director, and I decided it was time for a change, and I joined this wonderful adventure with FunPlus, where I'm currently working, and I have been 1 year surrounded by great professionals, better people, and I'm learning a lot of things, and it's really, really amazing. And well, uh, why the video games? Uh, it's easy. It's like I grew up with my sister with my first console, the NES, Nintendo NES, and playing games like Prince of Persia, Super Mario Bros, or Star Wars. And now it's more difficult, but yes, I play games, but less time than before, of course. And well, since those beginnings, my love for the video games has been increasing until I wanted to be part of them. And now in FunPlus, I made my dream come true, and I can contribute my ideas in the sector. But well, okay, let's go. Let's talk about creativity. That this is the talk. And well, this is the important of an animated a logo, because always we have an static logo, and maybe we need or we would like to do or to give some fresh air to this logo and make it animated. Well, in this case, we I would like to explain the process with the FunPlus logo. That in this talk we're going to talk quickly about this process of animating a static logo, and in this case, our logo, the FunPlus. Well, it's really important that the emphasize the importance of branding in the world of the video games, and this is essential that video games have a strong branding to stand out in the market and they're recognized by users. And a good visual identity can be the difference between success and failure of a video game or a brand. It's really important to be clear with in this first step. And for the animated identity, for example, the concept of animated identity, um, it refers to the way in which a static logo can be animated uh, to give it life and movement, and this helps to create a more memorable and dynamic identity. It's the process. Uh, this is the way to do the good process. Well, the for the animation elements uh, are elements that can be animated. When a logo is animated, elements such as movement, color changes, visual effects, among others, can be added. And it is important to consider which elements can be animated without losing the sense of the original logo. It's really important. We can't modify like do you want. It's really important to consider which elements you can move and animate it. And for the process of creating animated identity, in this process, an animated logo, we must start by seeing what other brands do and understand why they do it that way. See references and start creating prototypes. Well, without fear, just have fun and create. Surely we will create the dozens of animations which we'll not use, but from all of this base will come out our final idea. Don't get frustrated that you have done many examples and some of them don't combine. You don't like them, but it's part of the process. You need to feel this process because it's really important to find the final version of your logo animation. And all of these concepts from the basis for the creation of the animated logo, but cannot leave aside the importance of the sound. Sound is very high percentage of the success of the animated identity. Since through some we can visualize that animation without seeing it. Yeah, it's really important uh, the music because you can visualize this logo without watching the screen. Just it's your memory that remember this sound that it's of this logo, this company, this game. It's you can find some examples like GameCube. The sound of the cube it's really important, and this is the idea to have something that you remind the logo. And in this case of the animation for the static logo of FunPlus, we focus on what it is and what FunPlus represents, and with its fun. And we took advance of a very important visual elements of the logo to play with with it by doing several tests and start with the creation process. And this is the our visual element that we will help with our animation. And here, for example, this is the process of testing that did it. Uh, Here you can see six examples, but I can assure you that there are many more, and it was a hard work, but really fun. That this is the way to do a good logo animation, uh, to be fun with these creations. And for example, here this is the final result of the our logo animation. I hope you like it. Let me throw it again. Well, this is the final result. Uh, for us, it's really amazing, and it's the representation of FunPlus. Sorry, yeah, and it must be taken into account that many times the logo has been adapted to other formats since nowadays social networks um, present us with a great variety of formats, and at the same time, the different versions of the animation without leaving our style book and representing the colors of the brand. Um, this is some examples of different formats than the one on a vertical format. And sure, at the same time, taking into account that the logo animation will be representative of the whole brand in terms of animated elements, we must be faithful to it and show it the lower thirds and transitions of our brand. It's really important that all of these elements are in the same look and feel, because it's really important for animated our branding. And yeah, uh, thank you very much. I would like to talk more about all of these kind of animations or process, but it's a really long theme, and and yeah, this is a quick presentation uh, for you. And yeah, let's talk about it.
Thank you very much, Eduardo.
Thank you, Rick.
um, Here's a question. Did your lack of experience in the gaming industry make it hard to pivot the IT? And did the art direction masters help getting the job? Thank you for sharing your journey.
Uh, well, yeah, sure. This is like a compliment for me to do this to did this art direction degree, because after doing a lot of technique animations and like 3D animation modeling, all this process, for me it was really important to do this master just for me. And yeah, sure, I think that was a really great help to get the job, maybe, yeah, and for the future jobs, absolutely.
You mentioned audio. Did you create audio for the logo as well? Couldn't hear like yeah, we couldn't hear in the video.
Oh, sorry. uh yeah, the audio, not this audio was made about for our sound artist.
How did you come up with the shapes of your logo?
Oh well, this is the process for the about animated letter by letter, and just animated the plus that jumps, was a long process, but really fun process to find the final result of of this logo.
What was the what was the tough process behind it, behind that animation of the logo?
After did a lot of examples that you watched in the presentation, uh, was the mix of all of these ideas, and just to find the final uh, result that represent FunPlus, that it's the fun. For the reason the plus element jumps into the screen and form this the words of FunPlus.
Yes, sir. We have still few minutes, so if there are more questions, please post the questions in the Q&A. What advice would you give to someone who has a graphic design degree and loves animation a lot to start learning motion design?
Well, you have the base of the basics of the design, and it's just to start with, maybe study something like motion design, that the principles process of animation. uh, but it's really important to have uh, some ideas about what it's the animation, and how the things it's moving and it's really important the principal concepts of the animation. Uh, and maybe started playing with the After Effects, and it's my principal tool. But yeah, just start and play. And when you start to playing this with the After Effects, and you can move some letters and some elements, you can stop it. It's this is the way.
What does an art director CV look like? Or maybe what does the art director CV should include?
Well, after a lot of projects, for example, with when I was working in the television, um, I had a lot of projects about the soccer, the soccer leagues, the Champions Leagues, and was really important to sit with my partners to talk about what we like to do, and it's a big process to 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 arrive to the final thing that it's the project in the final project. It's the result.
And what does the typical day of an art director look like, for instance, for you at FunPlus?
Well, actually, I'm a motion designer, but I'm working like art director in for example, for like a freelance, or I was working like art director, but actually I'm just the motion designer in the corporate area. And yeah, for sure, I help my partners to uh, give giving creativities, but I'm not um, the art director of FunPlus.
Besides the logo and presentations, what are other things, ways you can keep corporate creative?
Well, absolutely. It's really important to do the benchmark and analyze other companies, taking references, and for sure, you need to know that what are your company, your brand, and what represent, and what you are with the company. And it's really important to um, to feel the or to share what is your company in this animation or in this logo creation.
Thank you very much, Eduardo. I see there's more questions coming in, so I'll ask you to stay here at the backstage and just answer some of those in a chat.
Thank you very much, Oleg.